Hello everyone and welcome back to Starbound. My name's Corsa, and today, before we get to that's not really a reveal, I'm just gonna walk through the village so we can get one good look at everything before we move on to that last little bit that I'm still being very vague and just being very vague about. Can't really say much that I haven't already said. But yeah, it looks really nice. But of course I'm biased in that opinion, because obviously this is my build, so I have to like it, right? Well, I don't necessarily have to like it. But yeah, I think everything's come together rather nicely. But now to deal with this. A lot of you had a lot of great guesses, but only one person actually had it right. Let's see. I have your name here. The Faceless Gamer had it right. He said it's an airship, and yeah, it's the mooring for an airship. But a lot of you guys did have really good, we'll call them guesses. They could be considered suggestions or ideas, potentially, possibly, as using this as a clock tower, which I could definitely throw in a clock up here at the top. And you know what? When we get started working on this, I think I'll do just that. So, thank you guys for all of your guesses and inputs. And we're going to get started right about now. Alright, well, first off, I want to say thank you to everybody for all the support I've been getting on these build videos. I've been really enjoying them, and I'm glad you guys are enjoying them too. And well, with that being said, this is going to be the conclusion of this build. It was a little bit of something extra that I had planned on making. So if you have any suggestions or ideas for new builds, make sure you leave it in the comment section down below. If you do have any suggestions, I do make sure that I save off, ones that I think would make for a good project. I save them off so, I can always reference them later. And I still do have a few ideas of my own that I, do have available to me to use. So, I'm not going to stop making videos because I don't have suggestions. So, but anyways, back to this build. So with this one, I'm just sort of making just a boat shape and then a blimp on top, which I'm starting work on now. It took me a bit to kind of figure out how I wanted to make it. What I ended up doing is making a really big oval shape. It's 50 tall by 150 wide. About, that is. It needed to be a little bit larger, I'll admit that, but it kind of fit kind of good. I think if it was any bigger, it would have looked awkward. But yeah, and then, chained it down to the deck. Yeah, that's really sort of the basics of the build. And it did take me a while to realize which style of ship, because there's dozens, if not hundreds, of different styles of ships that are in sort of the steampunk genre. And yeah, this one in particular, I thought the blimp would fit the best, because the other ones were the prop ships. Avians already sort of have the wooden ships with the propellers on top. I don't really like that. It doesn't seem to obey any laws of physics as we know them. I don't know how those little propellers that the avians have on their ships support their ships. So a blimp makes more sense though, because it is powered by hot air, Well, this one is. So it works more like a hot air balloon than, a blimp that uses a lighter than air gas for lift. But yeah, as I said, or as you can see now, I put those pipes that puff off smoke in the blimp. Or puff off steam, not smoke. But yeah, I decided that, that would be the best course of action in this one. The size I went for was sort of like medium-ish size, sort of as a cargo ship, I guess. Maybe not a cargo ship. Even though I do put in a large amount of crates in the bottom of it. I still wouldn't class it really as a cargo ship. Not really a passenger ship either. I actually don't know what it is. It has no weapons on it, so it's not a warship. I guess the best it could be considered is a trading vessel. It has crew quarters, which I eventually get to making, hopefully. No, I'll eventually get to them, but let's see. Oh, right, and I made a lovely tail fin for it. Well, not a tail fin. I guess it acts more like a rudder than a tail fin. And it's really hard to represent something that's three-dimensional in a two-dimensional space, but, I did the best that I could with it. At least I think I did. Again, my own biased opinion on the matter. Okay, and now I'm making the ribbing that's inside of the ship. It's typical of wooden ships to have ribbing. I don't really know how a metal vessel... I guess they technically would be called bulkheads in a metal vessel. Bulkheads being the division between each compartment of the ship. And yeah, and there's the cargo that I said the ship was carrying. I wonder, could that be considered like a stowaway compartment? So maybe they're smugglers? I don't know. Interesting thought, but I think it's more of a cargo vessel than anything else. I'll have to think about that some more. But for right now, I'm saying cargo ship. Alright, and crew quarters. I couldn't really think of much to decorate this ship with. Like the hammocks was pretty much the best thing I could think of. And then captain's quarters. Just something simple, not too fancy. And yes, I recolored everything. I colored the ship red, and pretty much everything else in the golden color sort of matched the theme of what I did with the village. Alright, well that's gonna be it for the airship, and that's gonna be it for the steampunk build. Now this was suggested by one of you guys, so if you want to see, anything built, make sure you leave a comment in the comment section down below. And remember, if you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new here, make sure you subscribe because I run a daily Starbound series. And if you have any other comments, questions, concerns, whatever it is, leave it in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and have yourselves a very good day.